and we go, hi, we're here for our first, this is our practice for our classes that I'm going to be teaching online. I want to look at the screen because I want to look at you guys, and then I'm not looking at my camera.
Well, do you think you're looking at your camera right now?
No. Now I am.
Oh, all right. Can't you put your camera behind your PC?
I tried that time when it kept falling over.
Do you have duct tape?
Huh?
Do you have duct tape?
Well, because see, it's this thing on the tripod.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can. Nope, it's going to fall that way. Let's try it over here. Let's see what happens if I put it there. Is that better?
There you go. Point it down a little bit because I don't want to see your lights. I want to see your face. Point the camera down so I'm looking at your ceiling. There you go.
Better?
Bully. I'm like, Angela.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Totally better.
I'm doing my boobs.
Stop fluffing your boobs.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna put my hair back because I look like a wiki. I'd like you guys to know that I showered and dried my hair today for you guys.
Well,
I did that last night.
I did that too, but then I got snowed on coming out here.
Oh.
So now it's just kind of flat again. Oh well, someday it'll be all gray. All right, so you put your slide up, Angela presents, then I say hello, welcome to Angela's Quilting Studio.
Then you do some talking and you just tell me when you're ready for the next slide.
Okay.
Or do you want me to guess when you want the next slide? Because
you have that slide about doing the classes this way.
Mm-hmm.
That one, maybe that one up.
Because I could put that up and you can kind of basically read it.
Yeah, I could do that in ad lib because that's good at that. Yeah. Okay, so Tammy is cooking. All right, so hello.
Want to do like the first 3 slides and then we'll go to faces then?
Sure.
All right. Okay.
See, she's fluffing her boobs.
Hey now, settle down, girls. All righty, and I'm recording. So
okay.
You can start talking whenever you want.
Hello, this is Angela from Angela's Quilting Studio. I am glad to see you all. And this is block 7 of our cooped up quilt. And this is going to be fun. This is a whole lot easier than the last one. And I know there's people still struggling with the last one. And please do not be afraid to call me or message me with the last one. I've been helping a lot of people on Facebook Live or Messenger Live and on Apple FaceTime to get that one corrected and done the proper way. So this today is not really a live. What I'm trying out today is we're using Zoom. I'm going to kind of read what's on the screen. I'm trying to work on my digital content using Zoom. Zoom is perfectly safe when using it in private rooms and using a password, which is what we will be doing as we go forward teaching classes. It's going to allow me to show you slides, answer questions in real time, and hoping that we're going to do more virtual classes so more people can sew in their homes and have fun in the class and interacting with others. I want to do the Bargello class on this. So, oh, she's making a nice little mimosa over there. What you need with this Zoom process, you can take a class from anywhere. So you don't have to carry your heavy sewing machine someplace. You can just sit in your own privacy of your own home. You don't have to be on the video. There's a way to block the video and just do audio. But if you do video, then I can see you and what you're struggling with, and then you can see me and as I sew things together and the whole bit. So for this class, you're going to need the next slide, please, Melissa. By the way, Melissa and Tammy are with us. This is our test. Melissa, once again, I'm going to say thank you. I don't know how I could do any of this without you because I still don't know how you're doing what you're doing on your side. So for this one, you need your sewing machine, you need your scissors or your rotary cutter. I am big on block lock rulers. The half square triangle one, I have one that's 3.5 inches. My thread, I always do Aurifil on the top and bottom line on the bottom. And then I'm doing my Olfa cutting spinning mat and pins if you want to use them, and sewing machine needles. I actually broke one yesterday on a Minky quilt. Minky is done with today. Okay, so you now need, what you're gonna need for this block, and this block is so simple, is literally 2 colors, four pieces each that are 5.5 inches. Super simple. Because you know where that trick that I taught you earlier, ladies, where you sew all the way around the outside and then cut it diagonally. So you sew around and then you cut this way and then you cut this way, makes your 3.5 inch half square triangles. And that is all this block is. So we got Tammy off guard here because she was busy cleaning her yard. So yesterday, so she's just our test subject today. So you're gonna do back to back, good sides to good sides on 4 5.5 inch squares and just sew all the way around the outside. Now I've done 3 of them, so I'll leave my last one. I guess, should I sew around the outside real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to do this. And again, if you've got a machine that'll give you a scant 1/4 inch, use it. Because these blocks are really close to right at the 3.25 inch. And if you use the scant, then you might be able to trim a little bit off. I sew off my block so that I have a crisscross of stitches. To me, it just gives it a stronger stitch. So I know you 2 ladies are both, well, I know Tammy's tired and sore because she cleaned her whole yard, which, by the way, she sent me a picture. It's beautiful.
Well, that was fast.
Yeah.
Good job.
Especially with that 1/4 inch foot. You don't have to monkey around.
Oh, Angela, that 1/4 inch foot works, so I still owe you for it.
Oh, here, I wanted to show you my Easter bunny. Can everybody see my Easter bunny?
Aww.
Debbie G, one of our students from our classes, made this for me for my birthday and dropped it off the other day, which is in my little basket outside. So no human to human contact, but it's so cute. I thought I would show it. And thank you, Debbie. Okay, so now that you have those all sewed around, what did I do with my ruler?
Oh, and the best part too is because we're recording the Zoom, you can, when we email it to whoever took the class, they can watch the video and pause it and see whatever they want to see. If they need to backtrack and see this again, they can find everything they'll need to.
That's
Very cool.
So,
And that's what I like about it is, you know, when we did our class at Hobby Lobby, when I would record, you know, doing it, that's what kind of inspired me a little bit, because when we were making that block for that last quilt, I was able to record it, pause, back play. That worked out really well.
Right?
Yep.
and then speaking of your quilt from the Socket to Me class, that will be going on the long arm this week, Tammy.
Woohoo! I'm in no rush.
Because I finally finished the Minky one. I sent Melissa pictures of the snow in my studio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was bad. But anyway, so then you're going to take your ruler and your mat. And again, Tammy, how do you like your block lock non-slip?
I love it. Oh my God. It's
What a
amazing.
difference.
Yeah, it is. You know me, I have, a quilting cutter, and so I hated to cut things because it was always slipping. Now with that, I'm actually using it more than my go cutter. So
Wow, that's just
See,
yeah, I really love that.
yeah, and I love hearing that because this ruler is, I don't know how to explain it to people. It just is testament to how good it is.
Well, it's a good investment, actually. It might be a little more expensive, but it's a great investment for sewers.
Yeah, and being able to just wipe off the back of it and still have the sticky is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, in mine, I think everybody and their grandmother has used mine, and it still works for the anti-stick. And it's kind of funny because I don't know if you realized it, but they are made here in the U.S.
Awesome. Even better.
technology or something.
Pardon me?
Isn't it like some sort of like Air Force technology or something?
Yeah, the husband and wife that own Block Lock Rulers are Australian that moved here and became U.S. citizens, whatever. And he is an Air Force pilot, and she's a quilter. So she kept complaining to him about how hard it was to do certain things. And so he came up with the technology, and now they patent it. They're in Colorado. The rulers themselves are made in Arizona, and then that slip knot is put on in Colorado, in Loveland, which I think is awesome because they also did this with the little line, the block lock, goes on the seams. And I love these, especially now this one, because this is a 3.5-inch one. And when you're putting these and trimming these down, this fits perfectly, and you just trim off your little doggy ears. Okay, but when you get them all put around, then you cut them, then you get these, then you're gonna press them, and I'm just gonna do a couple. And I have my handy dandy iron.
Right, and I literally, honestly, I'm familiar with the pattern because I helped write a bunch of this stuff up, but I got them all sewn and cut apart. So I got my little half square triangles. Kazam!
Woohoo!
Right? So yeah, you guys earned this after last week.
Yeah, this is such after last week's and I think last week's or Wednesday's block 6 was and is the worst block of all of these to try and understand. And it's so fussy, but what we're doing now is so simple. I already have one made here. Because I'm trying to make two. I don't know. Can you? Oh, you can't see her.
What?
Miss Millie is behind me, curled up in my sweater that I wear out here. Well, see, this is mine. That's the first one I made. Super simple. So, my husband said, "Since when were you a Packer fan?" I said, "I'm not. I'm a Denver Bronco fan." Now, where did those blocks go that I just... Welcome to the world of Angela, where things disappear.
Right, you just can't
we could turn this into a drinking game. Every time you lose something, I'll take a drink.
Oh my God.
Well, Melissa posted a picture of herself getting the margaritas from Casa Mexicana yesterday. And I'm like, oh, I wanted Shorty to do that. And he's on call for the propane. So of course he had to go out to people's houses yesterday. And so when he came back, I said, let's go get Casa Mexicana. And then we got back home. I was too tired to drink mine. So I put it in the freezer. So now I added the tequila to it this morning after I took it out. So guess what I'm doing after this?
Uh,
I'm having a birthday drink. Woohoo!
what's
I'm
up?
already on a screwdriver.
Hmm?
This is a screwdriver.
Ooh.
Life is good.
Okay, so, but once you get, back to reality here. Once you get your blocks sewed around, cut in fours, then you get your little block lock ruler out and you trim off your dog ears or more if you need to. Oh, there's Melissa with her slide. I'm so glad that she can read my mind.
Mm-mm-mm.
Because then once you get these all squared up nice to 3.5 inches, then we're going to sew them together like the little thing shows there. And what I did with the first one, because it can get confusing as to the directions.
Hold on a second. So when they're done making the half square triangles, you want them to square them up to 3.5?
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty.
Square to 3.5 inches. And then we'll put them in the order that is on the screen right there.
Awesome.
I did all of my blocks like that. I sewed them all again because I didn't want to get halfway through and go, what the heck was I supposed to do? So I trimmed them and then I sewed them into those 2-piece blocks that was on that last screen.
Alrighty. Do you want to see the screen again?
Yeah, can you pop it up one more time?
Sure.
So I don't know. See, I sewed these 2-piece things together because they're in 2 different directions, and it's important that they go in the different directions. Oh, that's a nice kitty cat there.
You had to be part of the show.
See, that's the joys. If you've got, this class, doing it virtually, if you've got a kid at home that's sick or you're taking care of pets or you're quarantined, you can still do these and watch these and be able to put them together, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I took my pieces and I put them in order. So like this, can you see mine? So that is a duplicate of the bottom 2 pieces. Okay, then I sewed them together. I'm gonna do that real quick. And the one thing I did learn from doing this already was you want to press, and you want to press those seams as flat as you can press them. The reason being is it gets really bulky because there's so many seams. So you end up with this, which was the bottom of that slide. Then I take the other 2 that I cut here. I'm going to move my papers over so I can see them.
Actually, Melissa, go back to the slide for a second. I think those are different.
Those
from
are the top
slide.
ones. Those are the top 2. Nope.
Okay, gotcha.
Nope, they're the bottom 2.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
the top 2, and I did screw this up yesterday once.
See, that's what's nice about this is we can ask and say, well, and show you, and you could say, no, that's not right. So this is very nice.
Yeah, I really like doing this way. I think this is going to be a good, oh, there we go. And if you get confused, I'm going to move my camera. So everybody take your seasickness pills. Come here, camera. All right. So you can see, I was confused as to which direction these bottom ones go because I already sewed this together. I haven't pressed it yet. I was confused, so I just laid these like that because you need to make this sort of a flying geese thing going.
Right.
So this is how I laid all of my half square triangles out so that I knew I just had to keep sewing that way. Oops. I can never get this camera thing the way I think it should be. There we go.
There you go.
So
Very-
if that makes sense, that's how I
Yep.
laid it so I didn't get confused. Okay, I'm gonna put this back over here. Whoa, nice wall. Let's get it down a little bit so you can see me again. Hello. All right, so by the way, Tammy, you're at my birthday party surprise here.
What?
I just said this is my surprise birthday party for me too.
Oh, happy birthday again. I'll drink to you again.
Okay, woohoo! My husband made me popovers this morning for breakfast. The best popovers he's made so far. And why are
It looked pretty fantastic.
now for some reason my machine is making a big knot, because we know they can all be temperamental sometimes.
Well, it's camera shy.
There we go. Obnoxious machines. So I should have my leader, but I don't know what I did with it because I was using it yesterday. Using it yesterday when I was putting a binding on a Minky quilt. All right, so then you end up like this. 2 pieces. See how they're gonna sew together so nice. Can you see that, Tammy?
Yep, looks good.
Okay. All right, so then I have been I'm pressing the seam open in this case because I want less bulk. There's a lot of interaction seams here on this one. And one day I'll teach you the trick of opening up. You get 4 seams together, how you spin them so they open up and lay flat. But that is a more later thing that I will teach. Right now, I just want you guys to be able to do it open and flat.
Right.
All right. So once you have that done, then you're just going to sew these 2 pieces together. And you're going to make 4 of these.
Higher.
This. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to make 4 of them like this.
4 exactly the same too, right?
Yes, 4 exactly the same. And you can match up your seam in the center where you opened it up so that you have an even center.
You know what I want to point out too? I wasn't thinking, I ironed my half square triangles. I didn't make a point of pressing it in half and then opening it and pressing it down. You know what I mean? I didn't press it like this. And then
Yep.
I just kind of like just opened it up and like went. So like
Yep.
you press it and then you open it, it'll be a lot more square because like my seam was looking like I was drinking already, which is not the fact.
Yep.
That was me.
Yeah, Tammy's the drinker already. My margarita is waiting for me.
She's not a quitter. That's what she's saying.
That's right. And of course, I have the 8-hour store. I don't know.
All right, I'm just trying to get this together here.
Perfect.
And remember, these are all biased edges because that's the other thing. You can give it a little pull or a tug to get it to fit right. If for some reason it's being psychopath on you, because these are all biased edges. But in the same breath, don't pull too much, or you'll end up with this thing that goes like this.
Right.
Okay, so this is what you're going to make 4, just like this.
Okie dokie. And then you press it in?
Yep, press it, and I will press mine. And again, I'm going to open the seams on mine. I'm going to press them open and flat. because again,
Pressing to
we're
the
gonna,
side, you're gonna totally open it?
yeah, I'm gonna open it this way. Open it flat like I did these.
Gotcha.
That way, because I know I didn't do that on my sample one until the end. And there is so much bulk, like right here and right here, from all of these different pieces coming together, that my sewing machine would like get stuck and stitch a million times and then do a drunkard's path as it's sewing. So I'm just gonna press this seam open again on the back. See, this is the nice thing too, is that as quilters, we're always learning. You know, we've always taught press to the dark, all that good stuff, but sometimes you can't, just so you don't have all that bulk.
Right.
So, and as a long armor, I appreciate less bulk. So mine is all pressed like this. So then you're gonna get all 4 of yours made like this, and I'm not gonna do all 4 of them because I don't want to bore you guys to death, unless we want to do that in the future as we do more classes. But then you're going to take those 4 and you're going to line them up so they chase each other.
Put up that.
So they're going around in a circle. Oh, here we go. So there's your 4 mini blocks. And now you can see you're going to put them together so they chase each other. Oh, I see an Easter egg. Woo!
Yeah, we'll talk about that after we're all done.
Okay. So, super simple. Look how much easier this block is from the last one.
Right.
And I can show you, I started pressing them open at the end on the first block, the rest of them, but there is so much bulk and you can see how they're just wonky sewed on the back. I made them work because they don't ever win with me, but by pressing them open, it's going to be much smoother and not as much bulk for your sewing machine. Hello, kitty, kitty.
No crumbs.
Okay. So from that, but this is what mine looked like before. And this is what it looks like when you sew them all together. And remember, you can pause me as you do all 4 of these. And then you come back to this picture and you can follow this around. And if this was one of the classes that you like pay for to do this, then I will have already sent you all of the paper of the pattern in the mail so you can keep that, or in the email or whatever. But that way you guys can kind of see what's happening. Does that make sense? Oh, look at Melissa's pretty one.
Very nice.
And Tammy's got a big bunny on her table now. She's our entertainment today. I love it.
Gotta have one in every crowd.
All right. It's beautiful. But
Good job.
you guys see around me, the shop is still going. Nobody comes in, but everything is still here. The long arm is still cranking out. I had people pick up quilts yesterday. I put them outside in my big basket. They come and take them, and away we go.
So, why don't you tell them about the Easter egg thing?
Oh, yes. I just mentioned the Easter egg. There's a contest. If you watch this video, then you can count the number of eggs, and everybody that participates is going to get a 10% off fabric. Am I right? Did I say that right? I think it was 10. There's a Facebook post. I think it's 10% off your fabric. And whoever guesses, the first one to guess the exact number or adds them up is getting a free class. So if we, like if the Bargello class that's going to come up, that one will be free to whoever counts the correct number of Easter eggs. But everybody who participates will get a 10% off fabric in the shop. And that fabric 10% off will be good, I'm going to say August 1st, just because of the lockdown and the whole bit. And that will give time for the Tula Pink fabric to get here.
Awesome.
So I'll give you that 10% off on the Tula Pink fabric when it comes in too. Sound like a fun game?
Yes.
All right.
I hope so. I just realized my hair kind of matches my shirt. All right, so if you have any questions, please call me. Please pause this. Please send me an email, a messenger. I even got a WhatsApp app. If you stop by right now during the thing, call me first. We'll keep our 6-foot safe distance outside so we have fresh air around us. Although today it looks pretty white. Don't do that today. And I will help you through whatever. You guys, I love what I do. I love that I'm able to teach you guys. I've been going through withdrawal, not having classes with the interaction. I think this is going to work really well for the interaction. And then we're not limited in space either, because that's the other thing. If we have a class at Hobby Lobby, for example, we were limited.
Exactly.
If you bumping elbows and knocking everything over, this way you have your own space, I have my own space, and people can come here when this is over and take the class in person with me, or they can do it through the Zoom thing. And if the Zoom thing, it's permanently yours once you pay for the class, so you always have it to go back to and go, okay, how did she do that again?
Exactly. And you know, it's hard to schedule where everyone can come that you want to see. You know, you have your people that aren't working anymore that want to have daytime classes, and you have the people like me that are working all day and they want a nighttime class. This way, right, they don't even have to be at this class to see it, because they can just buy the class, watch the video, and then they have questions, they can just message you, call you, stop in once it gets better out, and you know.
Oh, exactly. And that's why I think this is going to be invaluable, I think. And that way I can keep teaching, because I have so much fun teaching the classes, and I hope that comes across. I care about all these quilters and want them to learn, and the new quilters, and this way we can do the Charlotte's Web class, the Bargello. Everybody's so afraid of Bargellos, and it's so simple. I can't wait to show you how easy that is. And I think we're just going to have a blast.
Right. And we'll get that info up in the next day or two.
Awesome. Yeah. My phone keeps reminding me that I should boost my post for my Bargello class. No. So, any questions on this one?
This review was great.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All right, well, I'll tidy up the video a little bit, and then we'll post it later for Facebook, and then we'll do a live party at 1 o'clock and play this.
Sounds like a plan.
Awesome.
All right.
Bye,
everybody.
Bye.